still can't wrap his head around why Big Ramy lost. This is where I'm really starting to scratch my head and wonder, does Dennis James even know anything about bodybuilding?
Você tá querendo meter aquele shape pro verão? A Go Raw Pharma tem os melhores produtos com o melhor preço. Passa no primeiro link da descrição e garanta os seus produtos enquanto ainda tem estoque. Bora lá, rapaziada, ainda dá tempo pra meter aquele shape no verão. E aí, fãs de bodybuilding, eu sou o Roger e hoje eu tô aqui para mais um vídeo, e o vídeo de hoje vai ser sobre a treta que tá rolando lá no cenário internacional. O Nick, que para quem não sabe é um dos maiores canais, um dos mais relevantes no cenário do fisiculturismo internacional, fez um vídeo comentando a reação que o Dennis James teve à derrota do bigramy, né? Para quem não sabe, o Dennis James é um dos fisiculturistas mais old school que tá ao redor ali do bigramy, né? Ele meio que é um dos caras da equipe do bigramy. O Dennis James é basicamente o treinador do bigramy. E nesse vídeo o Nick reagiu aos comentários que o Dennis James fez em relação à derrota do bigramy no mrolympia. Bom, já deu pra ver pela capa e pelo título do vídeo que deu treta. Nick ficou bem injuriado, digamos assim, com os comentários que o Dennis James fez. O Dennis James acabou meio que desmentindo ali que não entendeu muito bem o porquê que o Ramy perdeu, mas vocês vão ver, vocês ainda vão ver nessa tradução. Como sempre, eu fiz as legendas aqui pra vocês. Eu peço que vocês deixem o like, se inscrevam no canal se vocês curtem esse tipo de vídeo. E agora, sem mais enrolações, bora pro vídeo.
Dennis James finally speaks out about what happened with Big Ramy at the Olympia last weekend, where he placed 5th after winning 2 Mr. Olympia titles. But Dennis, even after watching his 2-hour podcast with Chris, Milos, and George Farah on there, still can't wrap his head around why Big Ramy lost. This is where I'm really starting to scratch my head and wonder, does Dennis James even know anything about bodybuilding?
Talk about it. Can the problems be fixed?
Well, I don't think so. You know,
Milo say he doesn't think so because of the atrophy, but like we said, he won 2 Olympia with those same atrophies.
Yes.
I think it's more pronounced because he was, very flat. I think if he comes in full, things might look different because it's all about freak, the Olympia. We know that.
Can he look better? Yeah, but can this be fixed? I don't think so. This is where I was leading. It's not like he cannot look better, but that problem cannot be fixed.
Very hard because you can see over the years it's gotten worse and worse. So there's something that's obviously not right.
Oh.
Don't ask me what it is.
Oh.
It looks to me like there's some kind of nerve damage. Some muscles are not firing for whatever reason.
Really?
But like I said, he won the Olympia twice with the same problem.
Yeah.
So I think if he would have looked the way he looked 2 days before the show, it would have been different. And I'm not saying this because I was in his camp. I'm saying this because I really believe it.
Dennis, you're wearing the new sponsor that Ramy got on your chest right now. The reason you have a career now is because of Big Ramy. And I'm just calling it what it is, because every time Big Ramy gets a new sponsor, you somehow get sponsored by the same company. But we're not gonna go there on this video. We'll do that another day. But it seems like Dennis is sort of admitting that he knows Big Ramy has a pinched nerve in his back, where several times before this podcast, Dennis has said, there's nothing wrong. No, that can't be it. No, there's nothing wrong. He's fine. But on this podcast specifically, he says, oh yeah, of course there's issues with his tricep, his back, his calves, his quads, the dents, everything. Oh, so you were lying the entire time up until this point, where before you would refuse to acknowledge there was any issues with his physique.
Listen, I don't know what happened. I really don't.
Not my fault.
Something happened from Thursday to Friday.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
You could tell no one on the podcast agrees with him, and no one wants to make Dennis feel like an idiot on his own podcast, because they all know that there's issues with Big Ramy before he got to the peak week, before he got to Chad's hotel room Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There was issues there the entire time. There has been issues there for years now, but the competition is more fierce. There's better bodybuilders on that stage. And not only does Big Ramy have issues with his physique, but he didn't look good Friday. He had knots on his glutes, his legs were worse, his back was worse, the triceps were worse, his chest was not even that good. He was off and on top of it, you add all those other things going on, you're not gonna beat the guys that were there this year. The last 2 years, the competition was not nearly as tough as it was this year. And that's why he got those wins.
At the end of the day, things always happen for a reason.
Yes.
People messaging me like, I'm responsible to respond to let the world know what happened. First of all, who the is everybody?
Oh.
Who are some of these people that think they have the right for anybody to have to report to them what the problem was? At the end,
it's a sport.
Nobody is responsible to explain anything to anybody if they don't want to. Number one. Number two, there's no explanation. I guess things didn't go as planned, and that's exactly what happened.
It's 100%.
I am mind blown by Dennis's attitude towards his fans, and more importantly, Big Ramy's fans, because his entire career now, the last, 10 years, has been built around Big Ramy. He's been attached to Big Ramy's hip and gets sponsored. He gets credibility because of Big Ramy. He's always there as Big Ramy's #1 fan when he's winning and taking all the credit he can when Big Ramy's winning. He's posting photos and videos of him and Big Ramy everywhere the last 2 years on Instagram when he was winning. But this year he got 5th, zip. Not one photo, not one video, nothing, zip.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off.